Take it away, Dr. G.
Thank you so much, CSO Ian. Everybody, can we do just a congratulations to Ian for doing that for us? Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. That was so much fun. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we know who's going to DJ at all of our events moving forward. That's perfect. We love that. Thank you so much, CSO Ian. We're going to go ahead and get started, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our end of year celebration. Yes, Kelly and LTI dance sounds like so much fun. We're so happy to be here with everyone. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. We are recording, so please change your names if you can. If you go to your little icon where it shows your picture, you can click the 3 little dots and click rename. And you can put CSO Ian or CSO in your first name only. We would love to share this recording later, so stay tuned for that. So anybody that couldn't join us, we had quite a few CSOs who even virtually, they have tons of other commitments, like a virtual dance competition I heard about from some of our CSOs. So I wonder what that looks like. But anyhow, we will be recording this and sharing it later to our friends who could not make it. I'm going to go ahead and get started with introductions. Awesome. So I'm Dr. Stephanie Garcia. I am the Texas CSO lead. And my favorite areas in STEM are science and engineering. It really is a toss-up. I was a science teacher, and then I was doing research and engineering at the university level. So it's really hard to put them apart. So that's me. I'm going to let my colleagues go ahead and introduce themselves.
Okay, I'll go. Awesome. Hi, everyone. I'm Michelle Vega, Chief Technology Strategist at IDRA. I turned off my I put my camera on, so hopefully y'all can see me. My favorite letter in STEAM is the T. So I'm definitely all about the tech, but I also think that A for art is very important. Technology is an ever-changing landscape. I enjoy learning new things every day, learning all about new features that the software that I use have deployed. And again, I think art is important for the design aspects. I think design is really important because it makes life more easy, right? So if a product has better design, then we get to enjoy the end result of that.
So technology and art are very important to me.
Paula?
And I am Dr. Paula Johnson. I am so excited to have you guys all here today. My favorites in STEAM. I'm glad you mentioned the A. I love art. I love music and dance and graphics from my computer science background, but I am definitely the math queen. That is just my love. That's where my heart is. And so, but I love that they all go together, the engineering, technology, math, science, all of it just goes together. But me, along with Dr. G and Michelle, we have a great range for all 5 aspects of STEAM. So yeah, math though is number 1.
Technology is number 1.
We can all be number 1 technically if we go into advanced calculus.
So I wanted to encourage you to jot down your name and your favorite letter of STEAM in the chat box. We're going to have a few polls and different things to interact with everybody. So please utilize the chat box if you're joining us by computer. I know some of you might be calling into. But if you can, go ahead and write your name and go ahead. You can even add your grade and your school name if you'd like. And then write down your favorite letter from STEAM. And I wanted to also acknowledge that we have lots of friends joining us, family and friends from IDRA and CSO. So I wanted to make sure to give a brief moment for our friends to introduce themselves and say hello to you all. I see on the participant list, I see Dr. Rudy Reyna. Do you want to go ahead and say hi to all of the CSOs? Oh, I think you're muted. I would double check. There you go.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow, I can see a bunch of folks now. I hadn't seen everybody. This is fantastic. It's always an honor to get to see everyone, and basically thank you all there at IDRA, everyone on staff that is putting this together, for keeping the momentum, especially during the situation that we're all facing now. This is exciting. I think there's a lot of great things that we can, you all definitely can do, given the environment that we're in. And so I'd love to hear about some of the things you're doing, and maybe later on comment more about a little bit about what some of the other challenges that you could help with, because as leaders, you're really in a position to make a contribution not only to your own households, but to your own classes and your own schools, and within areas that are very close to you geographically, where you don't really have to go too far and yet make a difference. So this is exciting. I'm so glad that you all invited me to sit in and see what's going on in the CSO world here in San Antonio and beyond, and looking forward to seeing everyone. And thank you, Dr. Garcia and everyone else who's making all this possible to really get a chance to see everyone. This is fantastic.
It is. And we're so happy that you could join us on a Saturday. We really, really appreciate it. And thank you always for your ongoing support. We really, really appreciate it. If I could get our CSO International team to say hello, maybe see us, what do we got here? Kelly and Jacob, look at that. That sounds great. If you can introduce yourselves and say hi to all the CSOs.
Hello, Chief Science Officers. This is Kelly. You probably remember me from your Leadership Training Institutes. I also invited Chalet to the call, so we'll have her introduce herself too. But we're so proud of you, and we are so excited that you continue to grow in the great state of Texas. And we look forward to another incredible year with you. So congratulations on all the work that you've accomplished. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay connected. And we just are excited to be here today to celebrate you.
Thank you, Kelly.
And I'm Jake, the Director of Global Partnerships, but I'll let Chalet go first because she's my boss. I think Chalet froze.
So, hello everyone. My name is Chalet. Oh, you can go first. I'm gonna fix my Wi-Fi quick.
Roger that. So hello everyone. I am CSO Director of Global Partnerships, Jake Lounsbury, and I am so excited to see the Texas team. I met a couple of you throughout training. I did not get to go to your training this year. I look forward to spending some more time in Texas as your program continues to grow and be amazing, and just keep doing all you're doing. Don't just hope it happens.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
There we go.
Make it happen.
She's got her Wi-Fi fixed in a second, but I'm just telling you and impressed with all that you're doing. So thank you, and keep going, driving on.
Thank you, Jake. She might still be fixing. Chalet, we're going to come back to you. I want to make sure that you get a chance to say hi to everybody. You've been here since the beginning as well. Feel free to jump in and interject if you got everything running again. We wanted to, before we move forward, I think it'd be really fun for everybody, if you can, unmute yourself like from your video so we can take a picture of all of us before we forget, because I know I notoriously forget group pictures. And so if you could, I get so caught up in a schedule and forget the fun sometimes. And so my team is so good at that. And you all are so good at reminding me of things. So if we can unmute our cameras and then we can click gallery view and see everybody's beautiful faces, and we're going to take a picture. So if you want to join us, that's awesome. It would be great. I see we've got a couple pages to go through. So Michelle, if you could go ahead and like count us down and take a picture, a screenshot, or however we do this.
I will. Okay, so I'm going to count to 3 and then I'll take the picture. It looks like Dr. Raina just walked out of the screen. I see you, Dr. Raina. Get back in here.
I'm back. I just wanted to turn on the light.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to count to 3. 1,
Becky and Deborah.
2, 3. Lots of faces. Okay, ready? Fun one. 1, 2, 3.
That was fun.
All right, I
Thank you
got
so
it. I
much.
got it.
Hernandez, that's my style right there. I saw her making a funny face.
Oh, I miss you guys so much. It's so great to see everybody's faces again, man. Thank you. And you can mute yourself if you'd like, and that's fine. I know sometimes my computer runs faster if I mute my camera and my audio. I think while we have people sharing, we'll mute our audio. So, but if you ever want to jump in, we have this little toolbar at the bottom that has reactions. You can always kind of, you can raise your hand or you can do a thumbs up, anything to get our attention so that we can stop and pause and let you jump in. We have a great agenda for today. But before I move on, I'm going to let Shalay, I see you now. I'll let you jump in and say hello to everyone.
All right, thank you. Yeah, sorry, I was having a little bit of internet trouble there. But hello, everyone. I am CSO Shalay, and I'm on the Arizona Leadership Council. And I was actually lucky enough to meet some of you when I came to Texas 2 years ago for your leadership training. And that was an absolutely amazing experience. So it's really great to see some of your faces again. And I was also able to meet some more of you on the Zoom call that you all had that I joined. And so it's exciting to be here. I'm excited to celebrate all of you, and it's going to be a really, really great call. So thanks for having me.
We really appreciate it. We love having you join our calls, and we love having your leadership. I think you're such a great mentor. And I just think that we just have a special bond with you, Shalay. So we are just so happy that you're joining with us again. We love getting to meet with all of the international crew through this time. It's been really fun to be able to interact more and have that time to interact more virtually. It's been great. So thank you so much. Awesome. So we have the CSO region. I wanted to share this little map that Michelle made for us. This is where we're at right now in our Texas region. We've been growing, and it's been a lot of fun to meet more CSOs from new cities that want to join. Right now, most of our CSOs are here in San Antonio, Texas. We've got about 97 CSOs, most of which were at our LTI, but we did have a high school join after the LTI, and we did our training there. And so they kind of unofficially were CSOs. They didn't quite finish the process with Jasper to get online on Google Classroom, but they've been doing amazing things in Southwest ISD. And so I always want to make sure to include them. We have our friends in Houston, Texas as well, our CSOs from Houston ISD at East Early College High School. And so they're a great cabinet as well, that it's growing. And then we have 2 new cabinets that might start with us this fall. We've got El Paso from Clint ISD, and they're very excited about the CSO program. They are super excited to start this fall. So we're really hoping that still happens. We know with all the school closures and everything, it's been really hard to finish that process, but we are very hopeful that they'll be able to join us this fall, as well as a small group from a community level in the Rio Grande Valley. So we have great connections with a group called Arise in the Valley, and we have some students through that organization that might join with us. So that will be like our first group of CSOs outside of a school setting that would join and serve as CSOs. So we're super excited for that. And I think that we are just going to grow all over this map. We've been talking with friends in Austin and Dallas, ISD. So who knows what will happen next year. I'm just really excited to see this program continue to grow. I wanted to real quickly go to CSO Isela, who wanted to remind us what our program goals are. So if you can unmute yourself, Isela, and go ahead and share what our program goals are.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm CSO Isela, and again, I just wanted to remind everyone that the goals of our program are actually to 1, create a pipeline of diverse STEM leaders, 2, foster communication and collaboration among CSOs, 3, enrich school STEM culture and career awareness, and 4, amplify student voice in STEM conversations throughout the community.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Isela. And I know Dr. Johnson, you wanted to add something to that?
Yes, ma'am. Let me get on here. So I just wanted to say that all of our CSOs, and I've also talked to Kelly and Jacob about this, and Dr. Raina knows this as well, that not only am I one of the regional leads for Texas CSOs, I am the director at IDRA for our Equity Assistance Center. And one of the things that we have focused on over the past several years is increasing participation for underserved students and girls, especially in STEM. We do have a lot of minorities in STEM, but not the ones who are underprivileged or underserved, or that we really just don't see in the STEM community. And so I'm just so honored that we have such a vast variety of cultures and racial backgrounds and girls and ages and interests. Like, I'm over here in the chat box looking for my math people, but I just love that we have such a variety of interests among the CSO group. So that's the whole point, is that not everyone has to be the same. You can have your different interests, and that's something that at IDRA, that's our goal, is to just give you a platform to seek your own goals and dreams in STEM. So I do, and I love science too, Dr. G. Thank you.
Thank you. I love math too. It's a hard one. I think in science there's a lot of math, right? And in engineering there's a ton of math. So I have to love it. Awesome. We'll keep those comments going. Oh, that's right, Kelly. I forgot that you were a math teacher. Go middle school teachers. That's me too. Represent. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next slide, where we have another fun poll question for everybody to respond to. During this time of the pandemic, I'm sure you've maybe picked up some new hobbies or interests to keep yourselves busy at home. We'd love to know what new hobbies or talents or interests you have that you've kind of discovered or rediscovered while you've had a lot of time for yourselves and your family at home. So feel free to answer that poll question. I saw it pop up on my screen too. We'd love to hear what you're doing. Who knows, maybe we'll have like a virtual talent show at the end of this or sometime this summer. Oh, I see the polls. And the winner is, what is it? Oh, it's a tie.
Is it? Where's the other one?
It's I'm Perfecting Being Me, and it's tied with I learned a new instrument, keyboard, guitar, my voice, etc.
Awesome. Yes, I know that I've been trying to pick up my guitar and ukulele a little bit more, but if anybody knows how to teach me how to strum like really well on those, please let me know, because I need some help with strumming. But so we're going to go ahead and transition to the next slide, where I want to introduce to you Wakelet. Wakelet is almost like Padlet, where it's an online like website that houses a ton of content that we want to share. And so in trying to figure out how to make our showcase virtual and to kind of show everybody's CSO journey in one place for people outside of Google Classroom and outside of our like closed domains for school and CSO, we found that Wakelet might be a good option. So on the screen, we have the link and the code. I think we can also copy and paste this, which I'm going to try to do, in the chat box. There we go. And so you can go to that website and type in the code, and you should be able to see what Michelle is going to soon share. She can share her screen and toggle to Wakelet.
The highlights for me this year were the drone race. So some of the CSOs accepted the invitation to go to the drone race with us, and you see a little group picture here. So CSO Shreya and CSO Oticelli and CSO Ian were able to attend, and it was amazing. I left that event wanting to be a drone racer myself. We got to play with the drones. They had some little starter drones that we were able to fly. One of my favorite moments was when Oticelli, CSO Oticelli, flew the drone and it got caught in one of the garage doors. And so one of the professional drone racers put on a virtual goggle set and was able to get the drone out of the garage door. It was the coolest thing ever. And then at the end, it culminated with a team that won $1 million. So it was just amazing. My other favorite moment was getting to go to Houston to see the CSOs in Houston do a STEM day for the elementary schools. So they had several elementary campuses come in and they did a choice board. So the students got to select from different activities and or different lessons. And so they did a mitosis activity with Oreos, yum, my favorite cookie. They also did a session that was called Do You Like Money? And it was about saving and financial awareness. And so they had that math aspect. Then there was one about the senses. And so they were showing all this different information about your sense of sight, your sense of smell, your sense of taste, and then some tricks that they showed to kind of confuse your senses. So it was amazing. They did a tremendous job, and I walked away just feeling so inspired by the work that they had been doing. So it was those were definitely two huge highlights for me.
Yes, those were super fun. I personally it was hard to choose two, but I know that I had to try to narrow it down, and I think it really came down to the LTI. I think that was my first time meeting everybody. I wasn't a part of IDRA yet in February when you guys had your first LTI, and so I didn't get to meet many people, and I heard about the 36 San Antonio CSOs, but I didn't really know who you guys were. And so it was my first time meeting everybody, and it was the best time. I had so much fun. We had such a great time together. I was just blown away by your passion, by your skills. I was just blown away, and I still am inspired every day by you guys. And I had the help of, CSO International, our IDRA team, my best friend Becky, and everybody was running around and just making it happen. And it was great. It was awesome. It was really our biggest event that we've had this year. And I'm really looking forward to our next time where we can all come together because I miss you guys so much. I would say my second highlight would be Core for STEM. So in San Antonio, we have a STEM week, and it's usually the first week of November, which is also my birthday. So it's a really fun week for me. And we got invited to present at Core for STEM, Latino STEM Day. And that was our first time where we were personally invited. Our CSOs were invited to lead and to mentor other students in San Antonio. And it was a blast. Many students that were there at the event had no idea what STEM meant. So just to be able to have those conversations and to see our CSO leadership team lead STEM demonstrations for everybody, we got to partner with another nonprofit to use something called a water coagulation kit. And so it was some really good stuff focused on water quality, and which is a really big topic here, really everywhere in the world. But also looking at our San Antonio River and things like that, it was very cool to make those connections to the real world here in our own backyard. And yeah, it was just a really great time. And we have tons of pictures from it and a great video that's on our Wakelet. All of these highlights, like I said, are on this Wakelet page. So feel free to browse through it and check it all out. A lot of them are videos and a lot of them are pictures. And so we'll be able to share more in just a moment. What about you, Dr. J?
I definitely have two big ideas. I chose two videos, but one is the fact that, like I mentioned earlier, the students that are our student CSOs are just amazing, and they have a lot to say. And one person who is definitely never afraid to say what's on her mind is CSO Alicia. And so I love anytime I get to hear you guys in front of adults, especially, tell them what you're thinking about. And Alicia has, in several times, has been asked on the spot, like kind of, last minute, and she always pulls through. And so I just wanted to highlight her, and that she always comes through for us to kind of put forth the voice of the youth, that we might, hear what you guys really have to say about STEM and what your thoughts are. And that leads me to CSO Ian, in that, again, like I said earlier, as much as I love math, I love that STEM is everything. Everything in our world revolves around STEM and STEAM. And so Ian's Earth Day project really brought to mind that people usually think of technology, specifically hard sciences, science, math, technology, and engineering, but not the application of it. And the application is what's going to keep us going. And the fact that, we only have one Earth that we know of, and so it's important for us to take care of it. And I love the video that that Ian put together for explaining how to recycle things, and at the end where it talks about victory gardens, and it also brought the historical aspect of what we're doing right now, as far as being in, I don't like to say quarantine, as we are at home. A lot of people are bringing back the idea of a victory garden, and it speaks to that as well, in that we need to take care of ourselves as much as we have to take care of our environment, and continue learning new technologies and applying science and math, and to basically develop where we're going next. I mean, this is an amazing time to be in history, and it's the first of its kind that we have the technology to support what, being at home. So I can't wait to see how we move forward, but I'm very excited about it.
Me too. All right, so we'd love to stop and pause, and maybe you're looking at something on Wakelet that really brought something to your mind, but we would love for anybody, CSOs, advisors, families, partners, if you could jump in and share a highlight. We would love to dedicate some time to hear what your highlight was this school year. Feel free to unmute yourself and jump in.
A highlight, I think, of the school year actually happened very recently. I got to co-author an article for IDRA with Isla and Shreya, and that was a lot of fun. And we also got to do a live webinar, so I'd say that was probably my favorite thing.
That was super fun. And by the way, everyone, we'll have the podcast link very shortly. In fact, at some point in this, I'll make sure to drop the link to the recorded, I think it is posted now, the recorded webinar where a panel of CSOs, Isela, Shreya, and Elizabeth got to share their perspectives. And it was so awesome. So thanks again, Elizabeth, for being a part of that project.
I want to piggyback back to what Elizabeth said. Again, the webinar and the co-writing was such an amazing experience personally, and just throughout the program as well. I really got close to these girls, and especially Shreya. Like, I would tell her about computer science stuff because I was having a lot of trouble with the class at the time. And I was like, I don't get it. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so she would help me from time to time. And so I'm really thankful for those experiences, because it really does teach us about STEM and just about our culture and our community and working together as individuals. So it was really great.
Thank you so much for sharing, Isela. You've been such a strong part of this community. I remember when I met you at LTI, and you just blew me away with your public speaking skills and how comfortable you were with leading and sharing. And you've just added so much to this community. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to share?
I would like to share and say that speaking at the IDRA was a very good, fun experience for me to see how well of a team y'all are and how y'all all work together. And it was showing how teamwork is a really big thing, that even though some of y'all may have higher roles than each other, y'all still see each other as equal and y'all work as a team very well, and that working individually can get you only so far, but working as a team can get you way farther.
Absolutely, Alicia. And I forgot to add to the Wakelet, I'll have to go back and find that picture where you were able to come to an IDRA open house event and you were able to share to our city councilwoman, Anna Sandoval, and share some really great advice, and sharing your student perspective was so important at that event. And so you've been able to really shake some things up here in San Antonio, and we really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Anybody else care to share?
Sure, can you hear me?
Yes.
I wanted to definitely recognize the CSOs. We had our basically international STEM learning ecosystem, in essence, convening here in San Antonio. Seems like years ago, but early March, before everything closed down. And I was so proud of the good work that staff had done in working with our CSOs, and then having our CSOs present to an audience of 500 plus STEM thought leaders from around the world. And it was a great source of pride for, the kinds of educators and education initiatives that we have, going on here in our city, and being able to present that to folks from all over the world was a very, very great opportunity for us. And I really want to congratulate everyone that was involved in making that happen, because it was 3 days that were, really packed full of a lot of learning. But I know on the first day for sure, we had some great CSO involvement that, really made a difference. So congratulations to everyone.
Absolutely. We have lots of great content on the Wakelet, from pictures and video snippets of CSO Shreya and Alicia presenting on the main stage of that global convening. And it was such a privilege to be able to organize a bunch of students. And I think for events like that, it's so powerful to hear from students right in the beginning. And it was just such an empowering moment and an inspirational moment for everybody in that room. And we just really appreciated the opportunity for it as well. So thank you so much, CSOs, for being a part of that. And everybody, if you missed it, please go to the Wakelet page and check it out, because they did an awesome job sharing. Anybody else want to share before we continue on?
A wonderful opportunity to present a cybersecurity simulator at SAMSAT and meet other CSOs and talk to people of how cybersecurity affects the world and how it's useful.
Yes, you did awesome. I remember seeing you at SAMSAT, and you were actually able to meet Dr. Jeremy Babinger as well. And so it was really fun to be able to see you in your element, Owen, and you leading and sharing with others about cybersecurity with your advisor. It was so great to see you there at that event. And you, my friend, you have a lot ahead of you, sir. I've been seeing you and watching you this year, and you've been growing a lot. And I just can't wait to see what else you're going to be doing and how you're going to be leading next year. I'm super excited, Owen.
Thank you.
Anyone else before we move forward? All right. Well, feel free to add anything that you would like to in the chat box. We're going to go ahead and continue with the program. Next up, we have Flipgrid. So the next platform, which is linked actually to Wakelet, it should be tagged in the very beginning of the Wakelet page. You should see a link directly to our Flipgrid page. And so this was very new for us. Originally, the plan was for you guys to submit a video reflection on Google Classroom and for us to kind of have a watch party together in an auditorium for end of year celebration. But unfortunately, well, not really unfortunately, it's been cool to see how we all adapt, isn't it? It's been really fun to be able to figure out what new tools can do the same thing. And so Flipgrid has really proven to be an awesome tool. And in talking with many of our CSOs and planning this event, a lot of students have used Flipgrid during distance learning for different subjects, and they've been submitting their maybe science assignments or different reading assignments through Flipgrid, which is a really free, user-friendly platform. But if you go to flipgrid.com, just like you did for Wakelet, it's going to ask you to enter a code. And so you enter this code that you see on the screen, and you'll be able to see, because it's open right now, you'll be able to see all the video submissions that we've received from CSO advisors, our regional leads, and our students.
Hi, my name is
now?
CSO Emily, and I attend Anson Jones Middle School. From the beginning, my action plan was to educate and inspire my community through STEM and STEAM, which we all know stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math, including art. This year I learned I am capable of public speaking. This is important to me because I'll put it to use when I'm older, which helps me in the long run. All thanks to the CSO program. And most importantly, my advisor, Mrs. Hernandez. I know you watching, Ms. Hernandez. I love you. I appreciate all that being a Chief Science Officer has to offer. This year was super fun, even though it was cut short. Shout out to COVID-19. I still enjoyed it, and I learned a lot. Oh, and remember, don't just hope it happens, make it happen. Bye.
Hello everybody, my name is CSO Isela, and my action plan for this year was to create a STEAMY week. Something I learned about myself throughout this whole entire experience though was to just be bold and out there, and just being able to express myself through STEM was such a great idea. And having that whole week, I really did learn how to plan and manage and learn some interesting stuff both in and out of STEM, and just learning about target audiences and how to attract them and such. And it was really fun seeing it all turn out, really learning what each letter standed for, and just learning how to apply it and how to, emphasize it to everyone and just make it fun and entertaining, even though it already is, but just to a little bit more fun, And so it was really fun seeing that. And then another thing that was really exciting in my community was actually seeing other people invested in STEM. Not only was I focused on this STEM week, I would actually go out to the middle schools and promote the computer science class at my high school. And it was really excited seeing how, even though they didn't really know much about computer programming, how they were really excited about block coding, and how that could in turn into like coding for applications or for games and such, or websites. And so it's really exciting seeing how simple such an acronym like STEM is, and seeing it build out into the great big world that it is. And I'm so excited about what the CSO program is overall, and what it's going to be, and what it's going to become. And I can't wait to see it happen. Even though I will be an alumni, I will still try my best to be part of the club and organization as a whole. Remember, CSOs, don't just hope it happens, make it happen.
Hello, my name is CSO Damien, and my action plan was to make other kids' middle school life better. What I learned about myself this year before the CSO program was I was very shy, but after, I was very confident in myself. Something exciting that happened at my school community was that we all got to get together for Halloween and do a STEM night and meet new people. This year was very exciting for my first year of middle school, and I see you all tomorrow.
Greeting Texas CSOs, this is Dr. Paula Johnson. I just wanted to say thank you for an amazing year. It has been so exciting watching you guys grow and develop your action plans. It is wonderful to see the community and the city coming together to listen to what you have to say. It is amazing to see young people doing the level of work that you are accomplishing. And it's remarkable to be a part of. I just thank you, and I thank Dr. Stephanie Garcia and Miss Michelle Vega, my STEAManistas, for all their wonderful work. And I can't wait to see what we accomplish next year. So here's to the Texas CSOs, and have a great summer.
Hi, my name is Jalissa, the Chief Science Officer at Anson Jones Middle School, and my action plan is to make DIY masks with clothes that you are going to give away or need them anymore. You can do DIY masks with them. The second question is what I learned about myself this year was that I like more science and math than any other class I have. History is also a good one, but I'm mostly into science and math. Something interesting that happened to my school community this year as a CSO was that I created, me and my friends created a online class and also something in Instagram. So if we want to like communicate with each other, we'll just text each other and like set a date where we want to meet each other in that group chat, and then we'll just like tell our day or whatever. So yeah, that's my stuff. Bye.
Hi, my name is Minerva Hernandez, Mrs. Hernandez, and I am the CSO advisor for the ACE Club LT program at Anson Jones Middle School at Northside Independent School District in San Antonio, Texas. Boy, that's a mouthful. Anyway, I am so excited. I'm so excited for the end of the year celebrations. Congratulations to all of our Chief Science Officers all over the place for your participation, and most importantly, for the impact that you have made and that you are making in each of your communities. This is our second year participating in the CSO program, and I have enjoyed every single part of it, from the beginning of the school year with the election process, listening to all the speeches, and then watching their peers as they vote. We had so much fun this year. I enjoyed mentoring and supporting our CSOs in a variety of meetings with the principal, brainstorming, logistics, all kinds of meetings. We also sponsored 2 field trips for future Anson Jones students, giving them a little taste of our STEM fun. And here's a quick peek into our Saturday fun, because yes, we have fun on Saturdays also. And of course, thank you, CSO International, CSO Texas, and IDRA. We have so much fun at our trainings. I hope you enjoyed it.
Hi, my name is CSO Ernesto, and this year I had recently transferred, and so I had to begin the year by actually introducing the program to my school. Over the year, we've created an online STEM board with stuff like scholarships, events, and activities. I've also gone to the school newspaper and wrote a few pieces about the Health Science Club and robotics, hoping to get new students interested in STEM. Right now, I'm taking this time to recruit new CSOs for my school to take to the next LTI. I've seen the work of many other CSOs, and I'd just like to say that you are doing amazing. And I hope you all have a great summer and stay safe.
Hi guys, this is Dr. G, your Texas CSO lead. I just wanted to come on here and say thank you to those of you who have already started to upload your showcase videos. I would really encourage you to not only use the 3 prompts to help you in your recorded response, but also include pictures. We want to see what you did this year. As you can see here, I can add pictures by using the sticker icons, and these pictures that you should be using should be like, about your CSO journey this year. So any events or club meetings or planning meetings or any community events, any pictures from this year that kind of show you in action in your CSO role in your school and community would be really great. It's been a busy year. It all started with me and IDRA in the summer of 2019, where we had our very first showcase where we, as IDRA, took the leadership of directing the program here in Texas, and then planning so many events, from huge events with everybody at our Leadership Training Institute to community impact meetings at Core for STEM, and individual trainings and site visits where I got to go see you guys at your campuses and hear more about your action plans. I just had so much fun with you in the summer and fall. The spring semester was just as busy when I got to go and visit our CSO cohort in Houston, Texas, and we had our spring cabinet meeting at UTSA, and we had many different family leadership events incorporated within our spring cabinet meeting, and it was just such an exciting semester. And it's not over yet. There is still so much more to come, CSOs. Be ready for it. Next school year, we're going to have an even stronger year and an exciting year full of STEM activities and learning experiences and mentorship experiences as well. So be on the lookout for it.
This is Texas CSO Andrew, and my program is called Textbooks. One thing that I have learned over my time as a CSO is that the best way to work is to work together as a team. One good thing that has happened to me is that when I was at a district STEM night, I met a fellow high school CSO in which we talked about our experiences and our programs and how we can improve on them. That's it for now. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Cesar Shreya. My action plan this year was to bring a robotics club to my school. What I learned about myself is that I still have a lot of places where I need to grow and a lot of places where I need to learn, as we all do. And then something exciting that happened at my school or community this year based on my role as a CSO was that we ended up getting a robotics team, and it was a school club, which was really exciting. And also, we were able to bring the Helix Initiative to Texas, which was something else really cool. Thank you.
Okay, I think that's it for the videos. Thank you to everyone who contributed.
It's 3 o'clock. So if you could go ahead and toggle to the Wakelet, Michelle, because I think we had a few CSOs that they couldn't submit it through Flipgrid for some reason or another. Maybe the file was too large. Could you show at the very top, I believe CSO Ian made a video to recapture. There it is for his year. There you go. Thank you.
S to the T to the E to the M. Yeah, that's right. I'm talking about STEM. Let me take you back to your action plans with Dr. G, Dr. J, and Kelly. Where we learn about student voice and how to elevate, how to teach, how to mentor, how to educate. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about STEM. Science, technology, engineering, math. If you want a career that's STEM related, you gotta make sure you're educated. Let's talk about LTI, Leadership Training Institute meeting, where we learn how to give a proper greeting. Core for STEM and water quality and other things that help our community. Council and cabinet meeting, where we plan draw straws to see who's leading. That's right, we're talking about STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. If you want a career that's STEM related, gotta make sure you're educated. 'cause we are CSOs. From Kuwait to Kenya to US to Mexico. We are all over the world because we are STEM ambassadors. We just don't hope it happen, we make it happen. Thank God for IDRA. Make your voice known. CSO Ian, out.
I think that deserves
some love. Oh my gosh, Ian.
I am tearing up over here. Ian has me crying. I put makeup on today.
Oh my gosh, Ian, I'm so glad that's on our Wakelet so we can all watch that like 100 more times. That was so fun.
That was good.
Now I understand why that would not upload in Flipgrid. That was too big of a file.
Yes, no.
We also had, Michelle, I sent you through message. I got some messages during the Flipgrid showcase. We had 2 more. I believe CSO Elizabeth and Reagan submitted it through Google Classroom. So if you could do me a favor, I think I sent you the links. If we could try to open them, that would be awesome. Thank you to everybody. These videos are so great. I'm so glad we have like a one-stop shop with all these links. This is so fabulous.
My name is CSO Reagan from Brightwood Steam Middle School, and my action plan is to help kids who aren't really interested in STEAM be more aware of its opportunities it can have on your life. What I have learned as my years of CSO is that I am very helpful to other people and that I am a very good speaker. Something excited I did as a CSO is I helped build a hydroponic aquarium for my school.
Awesome.
I love hydroponics. I actually bought, Reagan, you might appreciate this. I bought off Amazon just like a cheap $10 kit. I'm going to try it out at home because I'm ready for a new experiment. All right, CSO Elizabeth, we got yours too. Perfect.
Hello, my name is CSO Elizabeth Joyce. Hello, my name is CSO Elizabeth Joyce. My action plan was to work with CSO Rebecca to complete a group of demonstration videos to present to elementary schoolers in order to inspire them to pursue STEM in everything they do. What I learned about myself this year is that I'm able to work alone, even though I don't really prefer it, and that when I'm more confident in myself, I tend to take larger risks that tend to generate a larger and better reward. I can combine this something exciting that happened at my school as a CSO, as well as an example of a larger risk and reward I took, was that I formed a team and competed at the Regional Science and Engineering Fair. This turned out to be a large risk because my team did not have as much time to prepare as most of the other teams did, as we started this project 4 weeks before it ended up being due. Although we did have this tough challenge ahead of us, we ended up qualifying for the Texas State Fair, but due to the COVID-19 outbreak, we were unable to compete. I also had the incredible opportunity of co-writing an article for IDRA and speaking in a webinar about the article with some of my fellow CSOs. Thank you for a wonderful 2019-2020 school year, and don't forget, don't just hope it happens, make it happen.
I love it. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you all sharing. There might even be more. I didn't check right before to see if there were more on Google Classroom, but CSOs, feel free to message me or email me the link, and we will be sure to add all these additional videos to the Wakelet. And some of you, maybe it was your first time trying Flipgrid and trying to make videos at home on your own, but you did it. You rocked. You did so great. Thank you so much. If we could go back to the slideshow, we're going to continue on, and we would love to start to transition to our recognition and awards. So I'm very excited for this. Let's see, I saw something in the chat that I think I wanted to share out. Kelly, oh yeah, Kelly, actually before we go on to the next slide, Kelly, could you share out any other video requests? I know some of our CSOs are finally able to see a lot of the assignments. I kind of shared some tutorials on how to find them on the Google Classroom. So maybe you can share out any other videos that they could submit to you before summer.
Absolutely. You can submit videos anytime that you would like. We love them because we're making international montages. So that's why I'd love Ian's help. Wow, you're incredible. But we are creating a diversity video. So we asked for you to do traditional clothes, cover the screen, come back with your CSO attire on, saying, I am a CSO. We would love to have you do a video saying, make it happen, wearing your CSO polo. And of course, any highlights of your personal growth. So those are included in the classroom, but any of these videos, I'm totally gonna be snagging those links. You guys are incredible. So thanks for sharing those. And I look forward to receiving more. You can email them directly through the Google Classroom or the Google Drive to Kelly at Chief Science Officer. So thank you.
Thank you so much. And I saw during all of the watch party, I saw that CSO Danya from Mexico's on. If you wanted to unmute yourself and say hello and introduce yourself, we are so happy you joined us.
Hi, I'm CSO Danya from Sonora, Mexico. I'm very glad that I could join you guys. And I'm very glad someone sent me the request, the message, because I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. I don't use Instagram a lot, so yeah, I'm very happy that I'm here.
Thank you so much. We love our CSO International team and family, and it's been so cool to virtually be able to interact with everybody and get to know more CSOs from around the world. It truly is empowering to see globally the impact this program has made. And so thank you again, CSO Danya. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and transition then to our recognition portion. I will unveil myself here. So this is my cap and gown for my PhD at UTSA for my graduation cap and gown. And I wanted an excuse to wear it. And what better time than going into presenting our awards. So we have, if you could go to the slide, yes, go Roadrunners. Isela, you're a future Roadrunner. If you need help getting around campus or anything, Dr. G and Dr. J, we've in UTSA or any other campuses, we would love to help you on your next journey transitioning from high school to college. So I wanted to show this recognition certificate to let you know that the CSO leads, we will make sure to send you through email, through your CSO email, we will make sure to send you your certificate of participation. So here's a little glimpse of what it'll look like. Of course, it'll have your name on it. And so we just need a little bit more time, probably by the end of next week, to send these out because we want to confirm that all the requirements are met. CSOs, make sure that you submit your quarterly reports, your action plan reflection, your CSO end of year survey. If you go to your Google Classroom and you click on classwork, you'll see all the past due assignments and reports that maybe you missed. So just double check it, glance through there, and try to finish them up by Wednesday at the latest, because Friday we want to be able to send out at the latest. We want to be able to send out all of your certificates, recognizing all of your accomplishments this year. We can't wait to send these out. So we just need a little more time to go through. I've been getting alerts every day of you all sending in your assignments and submitting them. It's been so exciting to see. So once I see that you've met all those requirements, we will make sure to send this out to you, hopefully before summertime, as well as our advisors. We will send something special to you as well, because we appreciate so much all that you've poured into our students in this program. We know that you wear multiple hats. You are teachers, you're coaches, you're after school teachers. You have so much on your plate. and yet you dedicate so much of your time to pour into our CSOs. And I'm getting a little choked up saying it, but I was a teacher, so I know how it is. And we just appreciate you volunteering because there's no money attached to this. There's no stipend yet. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. But we just truly appreciate you and all that you're doing, and seeing your videos just made me so happy because you are such a big part of this family. So without further ado, I'm gonna, don't go next yet, okay? I want to kind of lead this one up, Michelle. So this is our first time giving out a CSO of the Year award. And I've got butterflies in my stomach because our team has been deliberating over the course of the past couple weeks. It's hard to acknowledge just one CSO in Texas because you all have done a tremendous job leading out. And the decision was really hard. And I think it really came down to, you know, who's been attending all of the events, who's been doing a lot of great civic engagement in our community this year, who's been mentoring others and helping others with their action plans, who's been turning in their action plan reports so we know what's happening throughout the school year. And so, without further ado, we would like to present 2 awards, one for the high school CSO of the year, and then one for the middle school CSO of the year. And so I don't know if we could do a drum roll, maybe a virtual drum roll. But we are so excited to announce CSO Shreya. If you can go to the next slide, CSO Shreya. Woo! You're incredible. You know, from LTI, all the multiple action plans that you have accomplished this year. I mean, not just one, you have been doing so much. You got so much pushback from your administration for starting a robotics club. They were choosing other clubs over robotics. And you did not stop. You did not let that stop you. You persevered and you found funding for your robotics club competitions. And, you know, through Core for STEM, Leadership Council meetings, you're at every single event. You're doing more than anything. You show up for weekend events, like to do podcasts and to present to others about the program. You started the Google Hangouts office hours. And you, you know, were able to teach others so much about the program and mentor other CSOs. Oh, what's going on? Sorry, you deserve this so much. We just really, truly appreciate it. And I just wanted to give you a second to share anything. If you're on the call, are you on the call? I hope you're on the call.
Yeah, hello. I've been kind of sort of passively on the call because, I don't know, we have some homework too, but thank you so much, Dr. G, for this.
Yes.
It means a lot, and I'm really happy to be part of the CSO program in Texas, and I'm really happy for how IDRA has been able to take the CSO program in Texas to the next step. So thank you.
Thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it. And now, and we'll send you the certificate, Shreya. Thank you. And so now we're excited to also share our middle school division CSO of the Year award. Another drum roll, maybe, like a virtual drum roll. And the winner next is CSO Ian. Congratulations, Ian. I think your video was awesome, but even before that, we are so excited to award this to you because, you know, I think about LTI, how you came to serve at our Leadership Training Institute, and you weren't a CSO yet. You are an online student, so you don't get to, you weren't sure, and I honestly was new too, and we weren't sure if you could be a CSO because you weren't in a traditional school setting. You were doing your schoolwork online at home. And Kelly from CSO International shared, of course he could be a CSO. And so IDRA We came around you to be your advisor, and we tried to help you with your action plan this year, which is to help mentor other students in STEM and to grow the program. And you really have done that. You've been at every event, just like Shreya. You've been helping me train new CSOs. You went to that Southwest High School to train 28 high schoolers in the program as an 8th grader. That's just amazing. And COVID never stopped you. You've been doing virtual demonstrations with your cousin and with your friends from youth group, and you've just been on fire. And to see you grow this year too, from being really shy to now being a DJ at our event and leading out with your friends virtually, it's been really, truly incredible. So congratulations, CSO Ian. If you want to unmute yourself and say anything, now's a great time.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be the CSO for the middle school division.
Oh, thank you. And we're excited. You're going to high school next year. And so this is just the beginning. We are so, so excited. So we are going to transition, and we'll send this to you as well, Ian. Thank you so much. If you want to go to the next slide, we want to open this up for shout outs. So before we get into our 8th grade shout out and our senior shout outs for all of our students transitioning from middle school to high school and high school to college, before we get into that, we want to open up this time for everybody to be able to, especially our CSO Leadership Council, if any of our CSOs, if you could unmute yourself and if you could recognize a fellow CSO from Texas for their incredible work this year. It's really important for you to be able to acknowledge a peer and their hard work. So I'll go ahead and stop, and I'll let anybody start us off, or I'll just start calling your names, whichever method you'd prefer.
See, can I go?
So Andrew, yes.
Shreya already got the award, but I would like to just stack on top of that. I was simply amazed by how she was able to get her cyber program up, even though, you know, she was pushed back. It's simply amazing.
Thank you so much. It is amazing. It's incredible to see you all and so determined to make your action plans come to pass, even with resistance. So you're right, Andrew. Anybody else like to share and acknowledge another CSO from International or Texas? Go ahead and jump in.
Yes, I would like to send a shout out to CSO Rebecca. I've just really seen her grow through these past couple years I've known her, and her passion for STEM has grown too. She's amazing in everything she does, and I'm so excited to see what she does next year, even though I will no longer be at her school. I know she'll do great things even without me.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you so much for sharing that. CSO Danya, you want to go ahead and go, and then I'll go to Isela.
Okay, so I just want to congratulate all the CSOs that are in this call right now, because even though your action plan wasn't huge or maybe it wasn't pushed back like others, you're still making something big in your school and you're trying your best, and that's all we need here. Because if you think it's awesome, then it has to be awesome. So I'm very proud of all of you.
Thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Isela, you want to share something?
Yes. I also want to shout out Shreya. Throughout the whole experience, like I've always talked to her, like even through like little interactions through LTI and such, and I still remember that tower that we made during the fall. And it's so fun seeing how our relationship has grown over this whole year. And I see her like kind of like a mentor, even though she's younger than me. Like I was always motivated by her. And so it's exciting to see the many routes she's going to go. And she did tell me about her liberal arts high school and how she broke from that and, you know, and created her robotics team. So that's really inspiring as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. Any other CSOs want to acknowledge a peer?
I would like to.
Go for it, Becca.
So I know Elizabeth already recognized me, but I would like to recognize her because she really helped me and worked with me well. And she was just a great friend overall. And I know I'm going to miss her when she goes to high school. And I don't know, I think we just worked really well. And I know she'll do great things in high school. And maybe she might continue being a CSO. Who knows?
Absolutely. We're working on that. We're going to we have 2 seniors at Lee STEM Academy, and we're hoping to start a brand new cohort when Elizabeth gets there with maybe Kaizen too. Anybody else would like to share?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Shirley.
Okay, so I also just want to take a moment to recognize CSO Elizabeth because, you know, I talked to her in the chat already a little bit, but as soon as I met her, I knew that she was going to do big things and go big places. And I think she was a 7th grader when I met her at the LTI I attended in San Antonio, but she already had such amazing leadership skills and public speaking skills. So it's been so great today to hear about all of her accomplishments and everything that she's done in the program since I last talked to her. And yeah, I just wanted to give her a shout out.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'd like to give a shout out to CSO Isela. As she sort of reflected, we first met at LTI and we built the tower together in a really creative way by taping it to the tree. And then from there, we just sort of started bonding. She's probably the person I'm closest to in the CSO program. And while we were writing the article together, I really liked how she was able to sort of direct us, lead us through the article, and sort of give us tips on writing and also leadership in general. So I really appreciate her.
Thank you, CSO Shreya. I think I saw CSO Philip. Did you want to share something?
I would like to shout out to CSO Ian for like that amazing music video. It was pretty cool.
He worked really hard on it, Philip. I'm glad you enjoyed it too, friend. It's been great to see you on all the CSO International calls. And are you in 7th or 8th grade?
7th.
7th grade. Okay, so you'll still be at Stinson next year?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Awesome. Just wanted to make sure. Thank you so much for joining as well. Anybody else would like to share? Maybe who didn't share yet? Maybe from Brentwood. Who else? Oh, CSO Araceli. If you wanted to share from Cass Tech.
CSO Owen would like to share.
Oh, right. Go for it, Owen.
I would like to shout out CSO Reagan because I know that she had some troubles with her action plan, but she got through it and was really awesome. And I love that she was working on some hydroponic tank at her school, so she did a really good job of bouncing back.
That's awesome, Owen. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's been, like I said earlier, just so inspirational to see you all persevere, and you're so determined to get your action plans done. And it's okay if it doesn't work out. That's just part of the lesson that we all learn. It's part of the journey we all learn from, and then it makes it better for our second round at it. And so don't feel frustrated if your action plan didn't come to pass this year. Just the fact that you tried and that you were you made a difference, whether you know it or realize it yet or not. You truly, truly did. Anybody else would like to share? Looking through our participants here.
I would like to shout out, like, I know we're shouting at specific people, but like all the CSOs, because really this pandemic has made things harder to deal with, and most of our action plans were centered on something like physical activity and coming in contact with people at our schools or in communities, and just seeing how the CSOs are all adapting to it, and how some people would have given up on CSO or think it is over just because pandemic broke out, or just not put as much effort into it because they don't have that advisor telling them. But it truly shows that our CSOs are very dedicated to this program, and even though there is something that is stopping us from doing what we originally planned, we are ready to make a backup plan and overcome it and do what we want now.
Thank you for sharing that, Alicia. You're so right. You know, I think about, I'm going to go on to CSO Araceli in just a second, but I think about how many CSOs that I've lost contact with because of this pandemic, and it's been truly frustrating, to be honest, at times, because I miss everybody and I want us to stay connected. But just to see how so many of you are checking on your friends and getting in contact with everybody and making sure everybody in your circle is good. It's just so great to see your leadership in that way. And I just truly am inspired by you guys. I want to go ahead and pass the mic, so to speak, to CSO Araceli from Cass Tech, if you would like to share.
Hi, I want to shout out CSO Michelle for helping me go to the drone race. I thought that was a really cool experience, so I just want to shout out that.
Thank you, Araceli. It was so cool to see you in Austin and to have you there with us. And I really had fun visiting your campus when I was making my rounds to all the campuses. It was really great to get to know you a little bit more. And I'm excited for the program to continue to grow at your school and to get to know all of your other CSOs more too. Anybody else like to share before we move on to our 8th grade and senior shout out?
Dr. G, I just wanted to thank all the advisors from the bottom of my heart. They're doing such great things. Like Ms. Hernandez's flip grid almost made me cry as well. Like, it's so beautiful seeing everything. And my own advisor as well, Ms. Guardiana, she's been really helpful throughout the whole experience, and she was really motivating me with doing the article and such. And so I just want to thank everyone and all the advisors out there, because I know it's really hard right now. And just the way y'all are persevering through everything is also such an applicable claim, and it's so inspiring.
Thank you so much. You're so right. Anybody else, Kelly?
Yeah, I just wanted to give one more quick shout out to Dr. Reyna. Rudy was determined to start in Texas, and he had Kelly and Alexis, 2 individuals that really helped him kick it off. And then when we showed up in February, and I joke a little bit about Minerva, but we were there going, are you guys ready? Let's do it. And we did. And with IDRA, I want to give you guys a shout out to the 3 of you for really stepping up, like Shreya said, taking it to the next level, expanding. The growth is incredible. And to a big shout out to all of your advisors and your sponsors, especially the CSOs, right? So as Alicia said, this is something that we didn't really plan on it happening this way, but to see you all stick to it, right? Fail fast, fail forward, fail smart, and fail often, but then still wanting to make it happen. It's exciting to see you all today. So kudos to everybody on the call and everybody not on the call. Texas is doing big things.
Thank you so much.
Dr. G, I have one more shout out.
Absolutely.
So I think that I can speak for everyone, and it's just to piggyback off of what Kelly just said, that I want to shout you out, Dr. G, the Steamanista, with everything that you have done this year since you came on board. I mean, most of you don't know that when we actually hired Stephanie, or wanted to hire Stephanie, she was still in school, and so she kind of did some part-time until she was able to come on full-time. And when she did, she just never stopped. I've been at IDRA almost 10 years, and STEM has always been my thing. But with my other responsibilities, we just could not imagine having a program like CSO, but it's something we always wanted. And so she has truly just made it happen. Her, and with the support of Michelle, and just, I cannot have imagined a better team to be doing this, and leaving it in her hands has been one of the easiest things I could have ever done in my career. Because, we hold on to things that we think need our support, but we just needed to let her run. And she did. Girl, you have all sorts of all day long. So I love you, and I get to work with some of the best people on the face of the planet. And so thank you, Dr. G, and for letting me wear that hat when I needed it. Go Runners, beaks up.
Oh, thank you so much. You're gonna make me cry. Thank you. I see all your kind comments in the chat box too. This is truly the best job ever. I remember when Selena Moreno, our president and CEO, when she hired me, I said, please give me as much FaceTime with students and teachers as you can. I need that for my soul, because I'm a teacher. Once a teacher, always a teacher. And so I need to be with students and teachers. It just makes me happy. And so this is like literally an answered prayer. This is the best job ever. And so I'm just so, so blessed to be in this position with you all and to meet everybody internationally and to see this grow in Texas. I just can't wait to see what's going to happen next. It's really incredible. Thank you. Wow. Okay. That was so sweet. Thank you so much, everybody. I just feel the love in this call. It's so wonderful. Michelle, if you could go to the next slide. I just wanted to acknowledge all of the students who are transitioning from middle school to high school and high school to college, especially during this pandemic. That might be really especially challenging right now. And so I just wanted to let you know that we are so excited for your journey, 8th graders, for you going to high school. Sometimes in Texas, for those of you joining internationally, that means that they're going to a totally different school from their neighborhood. Sometimes that means they're going to a magnet school, like a specialty high school, and they're leaving all the friends that they've gone to elementary and middle school with. So sometimes this is a huge deal. And especially in Texas, we have what we call a STEM endorsement. And so many of our 8th graders decide that they're going to choose a STEM pathway and commit to a STEM pathway in high school and graduate with those stellar accomplishments as they graduate as a senior. And so I just wanted to take a moment for our 8th graders, if you could chime in, if you could share your name and tell us what high school you're going to, because we're so excited for you and we want to celebrate you. Can we start off with maybe CSO Julissa from Anson Jones Middle School? Let me see if she's still on the call.
If I can speak for Julissa?
Yes, absolutely, Ms. Hernandez.
Okay. She told me in the chat room that she had to leave. She was actually postponing a family trip that they were going to take so she can be on this call. So they were supposed to leave in the morning, and she was like, no, I have this thing I have to be at. So they postponed as long as they could. So she told me she had to leave, but I'm super proud of Julissa. And she has grown. That girl had a voice. I can't say we gave her a voice. She had one. She came with one last year. But this is her 2nd year being a CSO, and she has grown. She is strong. And she is going to take the world. And I'm so excited that she's going to be joining, she was accepted into the Magnet Science and Engineering Academy at John Jay. So I'm so excited for her. And I'm absolutely sure that she's going to bring in some other students, and we will have CSOs from John Jay Science and Academy this next year. So I'm positive.
Awesome.
Ms. Hernandez, I will definitely I will help you make that happen. That's where I taught for 5 years. I was department chair. Go Mustangs. I am all about it.
Let's do it.
Awesome. What about CSO Elizabeth? Can you chime in? I see that you wrote something in the chat.
Yes, ma'am. I misunderstood the direction. Sorry.
Okay, tell us.
So I'll be continuing with the STEM Academy Magnet program, and I'll be going to Lee High School next year. I'll be doing endorsements in both computer science and engineering.
Wow, we are so impressed. We're so happy for you. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's so cool. Who else on the call is an 8th grader? Ian, are you still on the call? CSO Ian. Do you want to share your plan for high school? Go for it.
I haven't came up with my plan for high school yet.
But can you share, sorry, what school I meant, what school you're going to continue on with high school? Can you share?
Cornerstone School Online, Cornerstone Christian School Online.
Awesome. So you're still going to continue with online.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. That's great. You're doing so well. I remember your mom sharing that you got all A's this semester, and you're doing so good, and we're just here to support you. I know as many students feel right now with distance learning and online learning, you may feel disconnected from friends or from that school experience, that social experience, but we are here for you. We're your family and friends, and so definitely reach out to CSO Ian if you want to collaborate with him. He would love to do that. Anybody else? Let's see. CSO Andrew, are you in 8th grade? I wanted to check through the call. CSO Andrew? Oh, no, okay. Let's see, anybody else? CSO Alicia?
Dr. G.
Yes.
I just noticed that Mr. Padilla was leaving. I don't know if he left already or not, but I just wanted to acknowledge that he does an amazing job, as I'm sure you all know, there at Dwight, and has been leading this program from, way back in, 20, when we first started, and continues to be very involved. And it's just, I know there's so many folks like him that are sponsors like Ms. Hernandez and others who continue to do a great job. But I just wanted to since he was leaving, just say something real quickly.
Absolutely. You're so right. Our CSOs, our advisors are incredible. Just as I said earlier, they're wearing so many different hats, and nothing stops them from continue to pour out to and pour into our kids. It's so incredible to see all the work that they've done this year and the ways in which they've collaborated is so awesome. Thank you for saying that. And we appreciate everyone hanging on the call. We've got one more big thing to do before we end. I know that not all of our seniors are on the call, but that will not stop us from acknowledging our seniors graduating and going to college. So if you could go ahead, Michelle, and show our first senior shout out. Awesome. So our first shout out is to CSO Jacob from Burbank High School. We will record this and share this with him later. Congratulations, Jacob. He's a senior at Burbank High School, San Antonio ISD. So we're so proud of him and his future. If we can go next to, who's our next senior? Kakoa from McCullum High School. So congratulations, senior. And we really are excited for all the things you're going to accomplish. What an awesome young man he is. Isela, if you want to share something about him, since he is your fellow CSO at McCullum High School.
Yes, I've known Keikoa since middle school, and he's been such a great friend of mine. And actually, even my brother's friends with his little brother. So it's really weird right now. So it was really fun seeing that. And I believe he's going to SAC this following year and pursuing something in the medical field. So I'm really excited to see where he goes with that.
Awesome. That's so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And then next, we have CSO Isela. Congratulations. We're so excited for you and your journey going to UTSA, which I am just so excited. Graduation from high school is not the end. It is the beginning. It's a whole new chapter that's going to open up for you. And I'm so excited. And I know that you're interested in our CSO alumni program, and we would love to have you stay with us and continue to stay connected and mentor our new CSOs across Texas. That would be so great. Awesome. Who do we have next? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to the middle schoolers that the STEM endorsement is possible. I did 7 math courses throughout my 4 years in high school. So it was really exciting and it was really fun. And actually, I graduate as a summa cum laude, so I'm super excited about that.
Wow, that's huge. Congratulations. That's a huge accomplishment. You are so dedicated and you're involved in so many things. I remember seeing Isela at Our Lady of the Lake University on a student panel, and she was leading for the Mexican American Studies panel for the Chicano walkout conference that we had at Our Lady of the Lake, and she was up there sharing her heart, and it's just so cool to see her leading in so many capacities. It's just inspiring. Isela, you're going to do great things. We're so excited to hang out with you and to continue to support you in your journey. Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations. The STEM endorsement. Yes, everybody choose the STEM endorsement. You can do it. I know that it's a lot of math and a lot of science, and it might seem intimidating, but you can do it. And you have the support of your CSO and IDRA family and all these students to help you through it as well. We want to acknowledge Mark, CSO Mark. He's an incredible student at East Early College High School in Houston, Texas. We're so proud of you, Mark. And next we also have Jerry from the same high school. And I went to our CSO cohort. I went to visit them in Houston, and they are incredible high schoolers, and their school is very unique because it's on a college campus, and so they're able to go and just walk across the parking lot and take their college classes and come back and take their high school classes. So our students and our CSOs there are working so hard on their academics, and they're doing a great job mentoring the younger students in their neighborhood and their community. So I just want to say kudos to you guys and congratulations on your new journey going to college. Next we have, I think we have a couple more, Michelle. I think we have, oh yes, from our STEM Academy friends at Lee High School where Elizabeth is going, we have CSO Adam from Northeast ISD, and on the next slide we also have CSO Uma, and they have been incredible high schoolers. They've been CSOs. They've been serving in so many ways. I've been seeing them. They were able to lead at our Core for STEM event, and they were able to go to the Spurs STEM Fest, and I saw them teaching younger students really fun STEM concepts through their STEM demonstrations at the Spurs Arena, the AT&T Center. So they're incredible STEM ambassadors, and we just wanted to acknowledge you guys and say thank you again. And we're so excited for you and your journey off to college. We hope that you all stay connected. Next, we have, in closing, I wanted to share a couple announcements. We have our CSO alumni program, which, you know, as of right now, we have had Kelly and Lexis as our two alumni who's been serving in many different capacities. CSOs, you got to meet Kelly at our Leadership Training Institute, and he was able to help us lead out some sessions there. But there are some changes coming to our alumni program I wanted to share. As more of our youth STEM ambassadors graduate high school, we really want to create a strong network of Texas CSO alumni. So the purpose of this network is to connect our former CSOs to internships here in town or across the nation through our networks at IDRA. We'd love to set you up with mentoring relationships with STEM professionals in the field that you're interested in and job shadowing experiences. So we definitely want to take our alumni program to the next level. So whether you leave San Antonio and go off to a university elsewhere, we know that sometimes you come home over break and you come home over the summer, and we'd love to be able to keep you connected. You know, we want to make sure that CSOs, after you leave us, you're still able to have opportunities to come back and mentor our current body of CSOs from elementary to high school with their action plans and your experiences in STEM and with the STEM endorsement as well. We would love for your mentorship to continue. We'd love to, like I said, keep you connected with our Alamo STEM ecosystem and our industry leaders and all of our higher education partnerships that we have. We would love to connect you with research experiences, and to even give back to you in whichever way we can. IDRA, we've been dreaming about having some kind of mentoring series to keep you guys up to date and you know, offer professional development for all of our CSO alumni. So to have maybe interview tips and how to build a really great resume, to having an awesome LinkedIn profile that sets you apart from others. We would love to help give back to you as well and to help you and support you in your journey, so that be connected even after you graduate high school, because there's a lot to look forward to this fall. So thank you so much. Next, I want to share that we have a CSO webinar coming up on May 29th at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'm going to be hosting a Q&A webinar on hosting the Texas Chief Science Officer program. So we've had a lot of interest from El Paso to the Valley and across Texas. And even here in our own backyard, some feeder patterns really want to strengthen the CSO program from elementary to high school. And so we would love for you to join me on this webinar. So bring your questions and your coffee in hand, since it is an early morning. I'd love to open this webinar up for families, students, educators, community organizations. We would love for you to join the discussion and to learn more about how to join the program or how to champion this program in your own roles. So the link, we could put the link to the registration. I'll put that, or if Christy's still on the call, or Michelle. If not, we can do it at the end. I'll drop the registration link to this in just a moment. Moving on, lastly, we have looking ahead, 2 things that I really wanted to share with you. One is the summertime. I know that a lot of you have camps and different programs that you're used to doing in the summer, and maybe that's changed because of the pandemic, right? Maybe some of your camps were canceled or something like that. Just know that there are many opportunities for you to still stay connected, engaged in STEM, and still leading in whatever capacity you want. We've had, for example, let me see if Deborah's still on the call. Deborah, are you still there? My mouse disconnected, so I can't go to my, I don't know, I guess the battery just died, but I can't go to our participant list to see if Deborah's still on the call. But there's this invention camp that's going to be taking place virtually. It was supposed to be face-to-face, but they're still going to move on with it virtually. And they've actually asked for our CSOs to be the camp mentors. And so you guys are getting these personal invites to lead through these virtual camps. Even SAMSAT, through their different camps that they have virtually, they've offered for the CSOs to lead. So if you're interested in leading out in any kind of virtual summer camps or mentoring sessions for students interested in STEM, please let me know. Please email us and we'll make sure to connect you to the right people. And then lastly, save the date for our next Leadership Training Institute. Tentatively, we're going to still continue with September 24th and 25th, the last Thursday and Friday of September, for our full day, 2-day training. We did receive notice, though, from Palo Alto College that they will not allow external events this fall semester because of the pandemic. So unfortunately, we have to change our venue. But that's okay. We're going to continue to adapt and pivot, and we'll find a new place for our Leadership Training Institute this year. So please stay on the lookout for updates over the summer as we finalize those plans. Oh, I'm going to stop and pause. I see that Christy put in the chat box. Thank you for putting that link. Advisors, community organizations, everybody on the call, please share that link with people you think might be interested in joining our CSO program and starting it. Or if they have just any general questions about the program, that would be a great time to have those Q&A discussions. Kelly also put in here, oh yes, if you haven't finished your survey, we would love, CSO International, they would love to hear about the program experience from your perspective, students. So it is on the classwork tab and Google Classroom. So please finish your reports, your action plan reflection, and your end of year ceremony, our survey, so that we can go ahead and also give you your certificate for participating this year. So yes, there's the quick link. Thank you, Kelly, for doing that. And in closing, I guess that's it. Any final announcements that anybody wants to share before we go into just some fun games? I think that we have a little bit more time for, I think, like a Kahoot game. I think Isela, CSO Isela, has some like fun trivia Kahoot games that we can start in a moment. So hang on the call if you want to play with us on Kahoots. But I'll go ahead and stop talking, and if anybody wants to share any announcements or anything with our CSOs, that would be great.
I don't have any announcements, but I do want to say that I applaud your resilience throughout this pandemic. Everyone has kept their spirits up and their attitudes in a very positive way, and I just think that you guys are an amazing group of Chief Science Officers, and I'm proud to be your regional advisor or one of your regional advisors.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Anybody else?
Jake, this is Jake. I did want to put out there for CSOs that are feeling creative or like to write. I already had one ask me. I'm looking for bloggers that want to blog on the international level. If they email me at jake@chiefscienceofficers.org, and I'm having a gray-haired day. I almost forgot my own email address, but if they email me there, I will add them to the classroom where we're starting to get some blogging. I'm in the process of revamping it. We've got 4 or 5 individuals that are interested, but I'm trying to grow the group. So anybody interested, please email me and I'll add you to the classroom and we'll get started.
That's great. Could they be alumni, Jake?
There will be an alumni section. The alumni will not be in the same classroom as the CSOs, but if alumni are interested, they definitely can get a hold of me because we are going to start a section for alumni as well.
Oh, great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you. Anybody else want to share? Kelly?
Just wanted to give you guys all a big shout out. Congratulations, Dr. G. This was an excellent celebration, and congratulations to everybody for joining. And kudos. Good job.
Thank you so much. Yes, go ahead, CSO Danya.
Very sorry to interrupt, but I think Kelly has been sharing some links lately to a lot of calls, and it's because there's this program called Zoom In on Science that all the CSOs started together. And during this quarantine, we're all talking to STEM professionals. So I'm managing the Zoom In on Science here in Mexico, making flyers, emailing all the professionals. So if you speak Spanish, join me in some Zoom calls on Fridays and Saturdays. And if you don't speak Spanish, but you speak English because you're in Texas, then join the Zoom In on Science calls in the United States because they're so cool. And if there's something that interests you, it will definitely help you pick a career because there's so many people there that you're maybe like, wow, I'm interested in marine biology now. So I would definitely recommend joining.
They're super fun. I've been able to join a few, and I really appreciate all of the CSOs leading those calls. And I think Kelly mentioned something about Texas CSOs having the opportunity to host a Zoom In on Science call. So please reach out to her or myself and we'll connect you so that you can interview a scientist. And they're just really interesting. I'm learning a lot through the calls. And Danya, we actually, a lot of us speak Spanish in South Texas and across Texas. So we would love to connect with you. We have many students who are bilingual. And so there's, I think, a lot of really cool ways in which we could collaborate with Sonora Mexico, as well as Chihuahua Mexico, which is a new cohort that's starting. So we're super excited to work with you guys.
Eso estaría increíble.
Awesome. Well, guys, I can't view the chat box because my mouse died, but if anybody wants to unmute themselves and share out anything that maybe I missed in the chat, it would be great. Anybody else want to share any final words before we maybe jump into our Kahoot game?
It doesn't look like it, Stephanie. It just looks like a bunch of congratulatory messages.
Oh, how sweet. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and let Isela take it away. She has a science trivia Kahoot link. Isela, my mouse died, honey, so I can't put that link in there anymore. But if you can, I think I sent it to you.
My screen, so that way everyone can see the code.
Yay! I'm going to join on my phone. I think I have the app.
No, give me a second. I don't have it downloaded. No.
Oh, you can also, like, if you can just minimize the Zoom y luego al lado.
Okay.
Y luego el website de del otro. Eso es a veces lo que yo hago. I like doing this with my math club a lot. They really keep us excited. Sometimes we like to tease our freshmen because there's 6 of us in the club and 5 of us are in calculus AB and then the other one's taking algebra 1. So we like to tease him a little bit. We like to do those like hard Kahoots, but he's learning, and so it's really exciting seeing how he's already learning about calculus as a freshman. And so that's really
Y a todos los que hablan español puse el flyer que tiene la hora y también el link para que puedan participar hoy a las 6. Sería 6 PST. I don't know what time that is in.
Eso sería a las 8 de la tarde aquí. CST.
¿En serio?
Because it's central or central.
What time is it over there?
Ahorita van a ser las 4.
Son las 2. Es
Sí.
cierto, tienes mucha razón.
Sí, como estamos más arriba de Coahuila, entonces seríamos como el área central.
The link. Oh no. I have only played Kahoot once, and it was in the CSO Leadership Council.
Really?
I lost badly.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we waiting for anyone else besides CSO Danya? Oh, we lost someone.
How do I type a link? Oh, enter pin. Okay, I get it. I got it. 249.
Yay! I'm so excited to play.
There.
Okay.
I think I'm in.
It's 4 o'clock.
Oops.
Okay. Is that everyone?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let's start.
Oh gosh, science trivia?
We have a math one afterwards.
Thank you, Chief.
Are you kidding me?
Totally guessing here.
So
Woohoo!
the answer is potential energy because its position was in place in the diagram. So whenever it's moving, it would be kinetic.
Ah.
Totally not fair.
I was going to say, this is a little biased.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a math one next.
I'm an eighth grader. Well, I'm studying physics, but this is not fun. Okay. Are you serious? Oh no.
Totally guessing here.
Yeah, same.
I guess. I have to admit.
I clicked. Let's see.
Glucose.
Dang it!
Oh, I thought it was protein.
So did
I
I.
did too.
Yeah.
Proteins and muscles, I'm pretty sure.
I chose nucleic because
Nice, Philip.
nucleus.
Cool, Philip.
The answer is glucose because glucose is basically sugar.
Yeah, but that's how our brain, that's not good. Oh, energy.
Oh, I
Totally
misread as
skipped the
well.
energy
Same.
part.
Same. I'm just.
I see what you did there.
Ooh, yes, so Philip going up the ranks.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Well.
Okay. I don't know.
Size matters in this question. Hint.
It's too small.
Wait. It didn't.
No, I know why. I think.
My phone is stuck. I can't answer. No, I don't want
I think you're lying because you're gonna lose.
Boom! Wait, you can't see my
It blends
screen.
into the background.
See, it's.
What do you mean it's too small? I clicked it hasn't. That was the smart answer. It doesn't have any moons. That was smart. No.
Actually, it has one.
Doesn't it have to do with the orbit as well? I believe so. Yeah.
I just remember it being too small. That's why the hint, the size matters.
Because didn't it get into like dwarf planet mode and then like
yeah.
the dwarf small, I don't know.
On you.
Can my excuse be that I fall asleep in physics?
Okay.
Dr. G's cheating. Photo throws him. What?
Okay, there's a key word in here. That's in the question that helps you get the answer. Break the word down.
Etymology.
How is that? Yay!
First one.
Photo is light. Photo is light. There you go. We got this.
That's called
I'm so happy. I got one right. I'm winning.
There we go.
We're on the board now? Nope, not on the board.
Oh.
Come on, Philip. Let's do this. Come on,
What do you
Philip.
mean I'm not on the board yet? I got one right.
Exactly. Probability says that I should be on the board.
Someone look it up. Google it.
It's a grad. No. What tool is it? And then think about
scale.
Triple beam balance measures mass.
I have not used a triple beam balance since.
Oh, guys, I think
I know how to use that one.
Not to brag, but I got 2 right.
Look, is that Michelle on the leaderboard?
What? Who's
that? Whoop, whoop.
That's because you started answering, asking questions that I can answer.
Is this because of my internet? Is that the
Statistics finally played in. Ooh.
What is going on? I don't know why I think shaking my phone is actually going to do something.
This game's rigged.
Just blow on
it.
Human weighted pattern. Hey, Google.
Man, I know this one.
Wait. It's not. Oh, no.
Aren't you?
Okay, don't refresh.
Oh, I got it wrong.
Yay, I got it right. Yay.
CSO Owen is in 8th place. Why? Because it tells me, it compares me to him. This is not fair.
Who is nickname? Question mark. Who is that?
Nickname.
Nickname? Who is nickname?
Mystery player.
Mystery person.
Is Ian in here with the name?
Oh.
My name is CSO Ian on there.
Oh, okay.
Is it Minerva?
White light is. Oh god. White light.
White light.
I would actually put a cool background, but my face blends into the background.
Oh,
same. You
I'm
see
not
the red
that
lipstick?
pale.
I had to put on lipstick, otherwise I'd wash out.
Oh, interesting.
Ooh, I got it right. Uh-oh. And, I'm about to get on the board.
Oh, man. This is going to get close.
Here she comes. 3 questions to
Where's
go.
this person with the street?
I don't know. I think Dr. G's cheating.
I don't know. Maybe I was just a science teacher for a long time and I taught all this.
I think that's it.
Tornado lane. Oh.
Era of the U.S. where tornadoes most frequently.
Tornado magnet.
Are you trying to give me a headache here?
Well, this is more like a U.S.
Yeah, that would be definitely.
Context.
That is bias against our international friends.
Yeah.
Guessed. Oh my gosh.
Yay.
Oh.
It's a 6th sense. I mean, an 8th sense.
Let's see. Who is nickname with the question mark?
On the board. On the board.
Ooh, go
I'm sorry.
Wait, who is that? Shreya?
Yeah.
Hey,
Go Shreya.
Shreya's on a streak. She's about to jump.
I know.
Roosevelt's on the call. What's up, buddy?
Come look.
I don't know. I choose that everyone that's on the scoreboard is cheating. That's my.
Hey, now I missed the first 4 questions. How could I be cheating?
Good.
Maybe it's
I
a
could have
huge
sworn I
sham.
heard
The name of the
we
land.
got
someone
this.
say, "Hey
We got
Siri."
this. We got this.
Total guess.
What is it? Delta plane?
Total guess.
Roosevelt, what'd you
30
say?
people joined today.
I could have sworn I heard someone say, "Hey Siri."
Oh.
Got it.
I said, "Hey Google," but my "Hey Google" didn't work. Oh, now it's working.
Oh, I got it right.
Delta.
It also happens to be my sorority,
Oh,
so it's good luck.
in a river cuts
The
off
River
another
Delta, that's all I ever call it.
Shreya and Dr. J going up.
Who passed me? Who this?
Wait, so who is this? Who's left?
Shreya.
Is that Shreya?
Yes, it's Shreya.
Oh, well, that makes sense because she's super
coming
smart. She's weak and smart.
Okay. Last question for this
Shell's
time.
got the eye of the tiger. I see it. Oh, man.
I got this.
Why did I not
I
pay
don't know.
attention in class? Okay.
Oh,
I know. I think I know.
Give the wrong answer.
It called me a genius.
I'm a genius machine. You can't see it.
Dang it.
Oh.
I knew it. Proton is positive.
Protons are positive.
Dang it.
It's like having a boxer in a fight with playing science with Dr. G. That's not it's,
For real. Where's the math
Exactly.
one? Now watch. If I lose at the math one, I'm gonna feel really bad.
It's like playing chess with the person that doesn't know how to play chess and then a professional. This doesn't
Yes,
work
I
out.
gotta take this.
All right, Philip.
Ooh, go Dr. G.
What? Who beat me?
Shreya.
Shreya, 9 out of 10.
I don't see CSO Shreya there.
Good job.
Ooh, Dr. J, runner up.
I'm bitter.
Yeah, that's coming from way behind.
Let me start this next one, and then this is all I'll be able to do for today.
Better not be a science question.
No, it's math.
I tried finding the most like equilibrium one, which has like both middle school and some high school components in there.
Good
I'm
job.
in
Good
8th
job,
grade.
Gisela. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Then I should actually do well.
So excited.
Wait, it's still not coming up.
I hope I do good. I don't know.
Wait, do I have to go out and come back in?
Yes, you have to like refresh it, and then
Oh,
it'll give
see,
you,
I
like,
don't do it enough. Okay,
Yeah,
here
I
we go.
already entered the code and everything.
Here we go. Here we go.
I got pencil and paper just in case.
There's no pencils and papers.
Should I get a calculator too?
Guess what I have? I have a calculator right here on my computer.
All right, let's do this.
Not cheating if it's resourceful.
That's right.
There better not be calculations.
It better not be.
It's more general, like very broad.
Okay, good.
It's like, what's better, negative or positive, or something like that.
My favorite is geometry. Geometry is my favorite thing.
And that is, again, how I don't understand how we are so incompatible that way. Geometry. I told them if they made me teach geometry, I would just quit.
Oh, not Shreya. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Not Shreya.
Just love that explanation.
Inconspicuous.
I think that I think that using math in your daily life is necessary, but when are you going to have to calculate like I don't know, how round a bridge is or something?
I think it's mainly for like architectures and stuff like that.
No, it's for every aspect of your life. Every aspect.
Wait,
you
it doesn't
walk
work.
into any kind of restaurant and ask for, equilateral, triangle, cut pancakes or things like that.
It's like, I want my pizza to be with not the diameter, to have a perimeter of like 25 centimeters all summed together, and then 2b plus 4, 5, and something.
I used to tell my kids that. I say, like, listen, you don't think you know algebra until you need to go into a restaurant like Burger King or McDonald's or whatever, and only have $20. You'll figure out algebra real quick to see how much you can buy.
Honestly. I don't have a favorite math course. It's so weird because I've taken so many. It's like, oh, I don't know.
I love the algebra sequence. I love functions and how they work. And so really algebra 1 through calculus, those are my things. That's my jam.
Nerd.
No,
I'll be a nerd. I'll be a nerd. I love the algebraic sequences. I love them.
No, I took calculus this year, and honestly, I prefer integrals over derivatives. I don't know why.
Nerd.
Well, it's just one direction versus the other.
I know, but
nerd alert.
Listen, you guys have talked about science all morning or all afternoon, so
but I took this in
Wait.
took this in Spanish. This is not fair.
What?
It's a docagonal. No. Okay. Hey, Google.
You guys just threw that
See,
one
it
up
doesn't
there.
want to work. It doesn't want me to cheat. And that, what's an anaptagon?
I feel bad that I'm trying to break the words down, but
I can't even, oh man, I touched my phone. Doggone it.
Oh.
I was trying to click the answer on the Zoom instead of on the Kahoot.
Me too. I have too many devices. I've got a laptop. I've got. Okay.
That's what you get by guessing.
Dang it.
Go Shreya.
How the heck did she guess that? She didn't guess that. She had to know that. Oh my gosh. How many ways?
What? Okay, a U.S.
Yo, how would you? I don't even.
I picked the even number.
1, 2, 3,
no
4, 5,
statistics
6,
could have
7.
gotten me ready for
No, there's no way. That's a totally different
Oh man,
Where in the world did you find this? Is
The
not
person that made this just Googled it and placed
this is
it
not
there.
regular math. This
Go
is not
Owen.
my area.
Owen got it right.
Because now I have to figure out why that's true.
Oh,
Hey.
Still on the leaderboard. I'm happy.
How am I not on the leaderboard in my own?
Got it.
Hey, no Kahoot Ninja and
I have to figure out why that's true.
Which of these measures? Shorted.
I'm going with my favorite
Oh
color.
no, that's wrong.
Yay, we love a good headache.
As soon as I touched it,
I
Pico
just
was
knew
smaller than nano.
the other three, and I didn't know what a picosecond was, so I was like, that must be it.
Pico is smaller than nano.
I just thought about Pico de Gallo and I thought that can't be right.
No, it's it's smaller than a nanosecond.
I get that.
Oh my.
Micro, milli,
Ian, what?
nano, pico.
It says I got it wrong.
I am not happy with this. Wait, how'd you get it wrong and you're still winning?
I don't know.
That means none of the rest of us got it right?
I bet
it's
he's
how,
Catherine
but it's
disguise.
how many you've gotten correct.
Wait, who's not Shreya? Is that you, Michelle?
No. No, of course not. You're supposed to convince them that it's not you. That's not how it works.
I'll stop.
She doesn't know how to lie.
I don't.
Oh, I have a chessboard. Wait, I play chess a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 8 times 8, 64. Okay.
Man, I have no clue.
Okay, smallest number. Those numbers are way too big to be a chessboard.
To get the answers right on these, you have to be on YouTube 24/7 watching
the real question.
YouTube videos.
The real question is that you have to think of the other squares that are on the chessboard. I hate these.
Oh, so like the fours and then
I hate this game. I'm not playing anymore. I'm mad.
What other squares? I just see 64.
Because no. You see 64 1 by 1s, but how many 2 by 2s, 3 by 3s, all the way up to 8 by 8.
Oh my.
So it's 8, 7, 6. It works like that.
I just keep on guessing.
That's
And
a
I'm
really
getting-
good question. That was a great question.
Oh, there's 2 CSO Ians. Okay.
Yeah, I just guessed.
Yeah, I'm not doing well here.
No,
I'm doing terrible. I've gotten every single one wrong. So, wait, what?
How's this?
Oh,
math?
I'm frozen again. Come on.
I've seen a video about this too, and I was so intrigued by it.
This game is making me question my role as a CSO.
we on?
CSO.
I've never
We are on question 5.
Rubik's Cube since
Because
the
mine is, aw, man.
Oh.
I would have never guessed that right anyway.
No. So pretty much the way they found this was like they made a computer program, and so it finds the recognition, and so it does it in less than 20 moves.
Different probabilities.
Yeah.
When I went to a youth code jam, they had this machine that they taught how to code. Shreya, you'd be really into this because you were actually at that youth code jam. But they programmed the robot to solve the Rubik's Cube. So like you mess it up and then you place it in front of the robot and it picks it up and solves it. I was like, how did it do that? It's crazy.
I can't wait for the day that robots are CSOs.
Yeah.
No, don't. I was kidding. No.
Skynet.
Oh, I saw this in the Vsauce video. This is not fair. Oh gosh.
Two people have the same birthday? No, that was wrong. I pushed the wrong button. Oh my goodness. I meant the other color. Oh well. I was right. I pushed the wrong one.
You have to play it off like you didn't. Like, oh yeah, I totally wanted that.
Totally got that correct. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not.
Is that possible? I have to look that up.
50%. Yeah. That seems really high.
That seems awfully high.
Yeah.
Let's see here. The smallest number divisible by each of these.
Oh gosh. I'm guessing. I'm sorry.
I got it right because there's a game called 2340.
My.
Is it 2340? Oh.
What? Oh, time's up. I missed it.
Maybe the game's called 2520.
I am so salty. I'm paying for 5G and Wi-Fi, and my phone is still locked.
What are you doing?
I'm on Kahoot.
If you cut a cake through
I mean, not 5G, 4G.
What?
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
I can't vote.
I think this is rigged.
The easy one, but nope, I was wrong.
Oh, I thought it was nice.
I think I've only gotten one right on this whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, and it was by accident because I pushed the wrong one.
And then the next one is going to be a technology question and then an engineering question. And somehow I'm still on the leaderboard. What is the only number that cannot be represented? Oh gosh.
Great picture.
Come on, this is a no-brainer.
Oh, I know. Okay.
My phone is still stuck. Can you see this? Why am I still on question 8?
I keep pushing the Zoom button. Like it's and it's like, Steph, grab your phone. It's on your phone.
Yay.
Oh wow. Oh man.
Wait.
I am terrible
Nope.
at this.
I've lost
I'm CSO Ian with a lowercase n. That's where mine's at.
Oh, so there's 2 of you somehow.
So someone is passing as CSO Ian, but they're not CSO Ian. Show yourself.
Show yourself.
No, if I
At
do,
least
I'm
the decency to
totally
put
out of it.
not Shreya. You know?
Oh well.
Somebody could put not Ian.
Oh, how dare you.
1 followed by 1. What? I get to number 1 from
Google. I'm choosing that one because it's funny.
Man.
Not winning anyway, so why try?
Oh
I
man.
definitely got this right. Definitely.
You did?
It's finally
Yes.
let me back in.
Oh, look.
No.
Tanya. Did you get it right, Philip? Yeah. Man.
On the podium.
Oh. I am not on this podium whatsoever.
I
There
guess
you go,
20 out
Danya.
of 30.
Go, Shreya.
She said she never wins. Now she's won.
Go, robot CSO Ian. That's not our CSO Ian.
Who won? Show yourself.
Show yourself on this. Hey, this was a lot of fun, guys. I have to go, but this was so cool. Thank you, Isela, for leading the games.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And it was great seeing you, CSO Dania. It was awesome that you visited us all the way from Mexico.
Of course, it was a long trip.
Let's hope we can go to your meeting at 8 o'clock, or well, 6 your time, right?
Yep, I hope so too, because it's about programming, and it's just that the thing is that the CSOs in Mexico are very busy, so it's kind of, I won't lie, it's a bit embarrassing when not a lot of people join, since they're taking their time to be there and help us out. So if you could invite friends that will behave during the meeting, because we don't want Zoom bombing while we're there, then that would be great, because I really want a lot of people to learn from all the professionals that are helping us out.
And you put the link in the chat, right?
Yes, and also a flyer that I made.
Okay,
Wow, that's a great flyer. You did good.
We will
Thank
share
you.
it.
Congratulations on such a wonderful celebration. I really enjoyed it.
Go now, so hopefully everyone has a nice
I
day.
have to go too, but it was great, guys. Thank you so much to my leads. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. Thank you for
You're
a wonderful
amazing,
year.
Steph. Thank you so much.
I'm very
Thank you.
happy for all of you.
Then. All right,
So
bye.
happy.
Bye.
Bye. We'll talk soon.